all, and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I am here in, well, what you would think is Ponytown, but is not actually Ponytown. We are in fact in Breezy Town. That's right, Breezy Town. Now this is a very weird, confusing situation, and I kind of just want to make a video about this because I get comments all the time being like, oh, there's this really cool custom server called Breezy Town, you should go there, and this and that and stuff like that. There's people saying that, and Miss Breezy, the YouTuber, this YouTuber here, they think this person has their own custom server, and honestly, they kind of do in a way. It's a weird, confusing thing, and today I kind of want to talk about it and kind of explain what this is and what its purpose was supposed to be, and overall just kind of give a little bit of information and stuff like that, as well as share some opinions on this whole weird mess of a situation. And honestly, I do personally think it's a bit of a mess of a situation. So this is Breezy Town. 8 months ago, I'm not even kidding, it was only 8 months ago. 8 months ago, Miss Breezy, this YouTuber here who has almost 1 million subscribers, made a video about Ponytown. It was just a classic little, hey, we're doing random funny things in Ponytown, basically. That was basically the entire video, nothing else to it, really. Of course, the Ponytown developers saw this and knew about this and stuff like that, because this is a really big YouTuber, obviously. Miss Breezy ended up streaming later on, and this, of course, caused a ton of people to all join the 18+ server all at one time, meaning there was a big, flux in players, causing lag for some players because there's so many players on the thing at once. There was thousands of people there. Probably the most amount of people that have ever been in the game at once was when Miss Breezy randomly decided to stream the game. Now, I think they ended up doing this 1 or 2 more times or something like that. And to my knowledge, from what I was told by developers, Miss Breezy ended up contacting them and saying like, hey, is there any kind of way that we can kind of do something where we're not going to cause a big commotion and cause problems with tons of people, there and stuff like that, where it's not going to cause all these issues for people that don't want to be part of the stream, basically. And so they ended up creating this place called Breezy Town. Now, this Breezy Town was meant to be like, hey, this is a place for you to stream. And they just called it Breezy Town because that was the person that was using it, basically. This all happened like 8 months ago. Like 8 months ago to 7 months ago, all this happened. And fast forward to today, to my knowledge, Miss Breezy hasn't streamed once about Ponytown, or even once at all in like several months. If we actually go to their Twitch, which is linked right here, if I click this, I'm not going to click it because I already have it in another tab, but if we click it, it brings us here, and you can see how the last time they streamed was indeed 5 months ago. If they have streamed Ponytown at all, at least on Twitch, it was 5 months ago, which was quite a while ago. Now, I'm not saying because she hasn't streamed in forever that this server should be shut down or anything like that. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is it's kind of ironic in a way, or kind of funny in a way, that they did all this stuff to get their own server, and they used it like maybe 3 times at most, and then it just got, put away to the side basically forever after. Which is a weird situation, but as you can see, like I said, 5 months ago on Twitch. Now, I don't have any stats for their channel itself because they don't have any playlists for their, YouTube live streams, which honestly, I'm not sure if they ever did live stream on YouTube. I could be completely wrong. They could have been always just doing Twitch and never doing YouTube, but I don't think that's the case. I think they were indeed using YouTube and then Twitch every now and again for some other stuff. But this is what it was made for. It was made specifically for this one single person, and that's kind of part of my one of my opinions, I guess you could say, on Breezy Town. I think it's a huge deal of favoritism, and I don't know the right word, but it's very unfair and very out there to give an entire server that they have full permission to do whatever they want with. They're a mod there. They can literally customize the server basically however they want. At least to my understanding, they can do things like that. And if we actually go on there, I'm going to go on there right now, you'll see that there's weird things on this server that just aren't in the base game, or even on the test server to some degree. For example, if we run over here, we can zoom in right here real quick. You can see that there's literally an entire fucking nuke just sitting here. An entire nuke just sitting there. How did that get there? I don't know. We have, obviously a customized spawn here with a trans heart. That's really nice. And some speakers that's not in the base game. People are dancing, which is not in the base game. This stage, which I don't think this not this stage, but this little booth right here. I don't think I've ever even seen that on the event server, actually, now that I think about it, but I'm sure it is on the event server or something like that. But as you can see, there is all kinds of things here that is like customized. I can even run. If I toggle the K button, I can run, and there's these little rooms with all this fruit and stuff like that. It's like a custom server. It's literally basically a custom server, right? It's basically a custom server that they gave Breezy. That's basically what it is. Now that's obviously not what it was intended to be. It was obviously not intended to be a custom server or anything like that. Also, are these cookies on this table? That's kind of neat. I'm not sure how they managed to do that, but that's pretty neat. But as you can see, it's basically a custom server. Now, it obviously doesn't have, anything extravagant or insane that's going to, bring you here versus the base Ponytown game or even a different custom server like Town or something like that. But it is kind of, in a way, its own little custom server. Now, it doesn't have much going on with it, and I don't think anything has been edited on this map in several months. In fact, last time I went here, it was like 2 months ago, and while this nuke was here, I don't think this trans heart was here, but it might have been and I just overlooked it. But this has basically all been the same as it was a few months ago. So obviously it hasn't been edited that much, but it is being supported still. There's still, it's still online. People can still go to it. How many people are on there right now? There's 60, nice number. Well, now it's 72, but there's 72 people on this game right now, and it's still being supported, and it's still being, online. It's still online. Now, I understand that, I actually don't understand why it's online. I mean, I can only assume it's online because there's 70 people there and people are consistently going there. But it kind of doesn't make sense to leave it online if the purpose it was made for is not being used. For example, they're still spending resources and time and money even to keep this server open, to keep this custom server basically is what it is. It's not. Technically, it's not, but it kind of is. They're basically spending this time, this money, and all this effort into keeping this online and keeping it as polished as like the base game or the event server, I guess, is more descriptive. It's more upkept like the event server. It's basically another event server in a way, and there has been events hosted on Breezy Town for some reason. And again, that's another weird thing. It's like there's an event server. There's a server for events, so why wasn't that event just held on the event server? Now, you could argue that it's like because another event was happening at that time or something like that. I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense. I've seen that happen before. I think I've talked to someone on the Breezy Town before, and they said, oh, this was left over from an event a couple of days ago or something like that. It's a weird situation. I don't know how to feel about it. I feel really weird about it because there's this YouTuber that has almost 1 million subscribers, and in Ponytown, after Miss Breezy asked about it, they basically just gave them a server to do whatever they want with. That's kind of what happened. Obviously, I'm not sure the exact extent of Breezy's powers here on this Breezy Town, but I do know that they're a mod there, so they have all the same mod powers and stuff. So I don't know what the situation is, the full situation, but this is what I know so far, and this is what I know about it. And it's really weird to me. It's a really weird thing. If you are curious, there is no special customization, by the way. You're not going to get any special customizations by going here versus just going to the base game. All the mains, the tails, the face things, all the items are all the exact same. It's just that when you actually get into the game, there's a couple things that you're going to find that you just otherwise would never find. I don't know if something happened between Miss Breezy's last stream and now, or what's going on. But to my understanding, this is supposed to be a place that big YouTubers can go to stream to not bother people, basically, to not bother people on the base game. And I just find the whole thing very weird and confusing, and I just wanted to make a video about it because hopefully that will help clear up some of the confusion here. And yeah. Hey, it's me, future Danny Ball sub. That's right. It's me. It's the future me you can see because I'm currently editing that video that you're currently watching. That's right. Yeah. So I wanted to come on here real quick and give this little message here because I feel like this video might have given off the wrong message here. I just want to clarify that, like, hey, look, I'm not mad at anyone in this particular case. I'm not mad at that YouTuber, Miss Breezy. I'm not mad at the developers for doing this. I'm not mad at anyone in this case, and I don't think anyone has made any grave mistake or any big bad mistake, and I don't think there's technically anything necessarily bad about this custom server, or not this custom server, but this server server as a whole. There's nothing really bad about it or wrong with it. And I could be wrong about earlier when I mentioned things like it's costing them resources to keep this open. It might, in fact, cost them more resources to shut it down and then reopen it later. So it might be more feasible for them to just leave it open. I don't know, because I don't know all those technical stuff that they're dealing with on that side of things. So I wanted to add that there, and also just mention, like, hey, don't give hate towards the developers for having this open. Don't give hate towards Miss Breezy for having this server or anything like that. If you guys want to play Breezytown, then play Breezytown. There seems to be a consistent, 30-ish people at any given time on there, at least, just dancing or doing whatever. I've seen people from all kinds of countries and stuff as well. I've seen Russians, I've seen Portuguese, Spanish, and of course English-speaking people there as well. So you can probably find someone to talk to if you're looking for that sort of thing and stuff. So I just wanted to add this little message here. I'm not sure quite where I want to put this message at, but I was just kind of editing this video and I realized that I should probably make a little bit of clarification here, saying like, hey, look, there's technically nothing wrong with this. I just personally feel really weird about it, and also it's really confusing still. But yeah, that's all I have to say. You can watch the rest of the video now. Enjoy that. It's considered a PG server, by the way, so you shouldn't be able to curse on here or do whatever you're not allowed to do on the PG server, because it's considered a PG server, and it is indeed only one server, so there's no like 18+ server on this weird spin-off game. But yeah, that pretty much does it, I think. I don't think there's anything else to really say about it. I honestly feel really weird about it. It just doesn't sit right with me. It's very weird. It's a very weird thing to me. I honestly don't know how to feel about it. And it is still getting the updates as well, so you can see that this person is in their menu. They're in menu. So it's still getting updates is another thing too. It's like, oh, yeah, it's also still getting updates. So it's definitely getting a lot of time put onto it still. That's pretty much all I have here. This person saying hi to me, so I'm going to sign off, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that, because when you do those wonderful things, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.